Hello and welcome to another Delboy's random gameplay. This one is called Repetendium, if I haven't pronounced that incorrectly. And this one came across my Steam list, probably because I've been playing a lot of Vampire Survivors type games. And this one is another one. And again, a slight difference in how it's been done. Where Vampire Survivors is basically constantly moving, firing automatically around a map, leveling up. This one is set in a cave. Now, the other interesting difference with this one is that you do aim and fire, which makes it a little bit more like Robotron. But the interesting mechanic that I found with this is because you're in a cave, it has a light source type effect. What do I mean by that? Well, it basically means that you've got a torch, it shines downwards, and because you're in a cave and you can dig around this cave, another mechanic that I've not seen yet, light can't go round objects. So basically the light will alter its angle based on where you are on the map. But enough about explaining things a little bit. We'll go through the menu system. As you can see, it does have options, does have gameplay. I am using a gamepad. I find it very difficult to play with keys on these types of games because it is more of a twin shooter. It does have some nice little things that you can do. There is a screen shake, and if that is something that you like to avoid, you can turn that off. You can also turn off numbering systems. Sometimes these things can really annoy and get in the way, all the numbers over their heads, how much damage you caused and so forth. So it's nice to see that you can turn all these things on and off. There isn't much to do with video. It's either full screen or not. You can't change the resolution. It will be based on your desktop. I haven't tried performance mode. I've got that off. I believe that will alter the performance based on your machine. I haven't found any slowdown whatsoever. I have had pixel perfect scaling on. It didn't seem to do too much, but we'll put it on again. Audio, as you can see, I've tried to keep it down a little bit. I will alter the music just a little bit while I'm talking and playing a little bit. We'll keep it at 40. Hopefully that hasn't adjusted things too bad. There's the controls, and as you can see, up, down, left, right, left button, right, left button, right trigger, left trigger, etc. I believe those are bumpers when it talks about LB. And like I say, it's pretty much self-explanatory. There's a reload because your guns sometimes do require that. Nothing really special to see there. I'm just making sure that I've got everything that I need to know. Left trigger, right trigger. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll go to back. And then there's just a language. So really, we'll start off and we'll hit play because there is a couple of menu systems that you have to go through when you're attempting to play. So as you can see, change your game mode, it says, and there is a classic and an evolution. So classic is a survival mode. Basically, you have less options here. You can't level up your creature. You can't bump or buff up their starting stats. Evolution does allow you to buff up your starting stats, so you could start off with a little bit of an extra advantage, such as piercing effect of your bullets could be slightly better at the start of the game. We're just going to try the classic for now, which is the survival mode. Choose your character! And then you've only got 3 characters at the moment. Now this is a game that is being worked on at the moment, so there could be unlockables, and there could be more characters added later on. It doesn't say too much. Polo is Polo, that doesn't, or Polo doesn't tell you too much. The auto is subversive, aims and fires as he pleases. So this one is more an automatic character where it will fire automatically for you. Prisma is immobile and tough, can't move, but he reloads fast and has extra shields, uses a long-range mining beam. That sounds very interesting, sounds also very hard. I think I'm going to try with the automatic, just because it might be good from a beginnings character's point of view that he'll fire when he wants, but he will fire at the creatures as they come towards you, so that's quite good. Now, here's the weapons that you have at the start, and there are mods for all your weapons. So as you can see, I'm moving to the right, and you can see that it's changing all the stats. We're going to try something really weird here that I haven't tried before. We're going to try the Bubbler. It's a water blaster that fires bubbles. That sounds great. And then as a mod, we can have Blow, which increases the speed of the projectile. Up can now float over walls. That sounds quite good. Splits into two smaller bubbles in contact, but it decreases the damage. I think we will have Up. Sounds very interesting. And these are your specials where you can drop down things like turrets and so forth. As you can see, if I have a turret, I can have rockets and so forth as mods. We will have fire weapon at high speed continuously. That sounds good. Instantly heal. That's possibly another good. But I'm going to go with turrets, and it's going to fire rockets, and then it generates the world, which I believe it auto generates, and we'll play the game. Now, as I said, this one fires automatically, but he won't until he sees something. And I've got a melee weapon. See that sword? I can actually dig, just like the other Vampire Survivor games. Basically, I pick up these blue gems and it gives me level ups. That's the mechanic. And as you can see, the light source, notice that it can't go round objects. So we really need to level up as best as we can at early stages. Haven't seen too many blue gems at the moment. And here we are with our first set of choices. Now on the left, it does tell me what my current stats are, and then it tells me what options I've got. Power-up orbs now last twice as long. Your turret is now cast twice, or summon a robotic companion. That sounds good. I'll have that. Notice he's firing at will. And there is a cooldown to your weapon, so you need to be a little bit careful, because if you run out of bullets and it needs to reload, you're going to be in the thick of things with nowhere to go. Now this does have events in the game where there are special things to do, and there are big bosses. So look what we got now. We've got Stunning, Sharpshooter and Quick Hands, or I can roll again. So Stunning, Sharpshooter or Quick Hands. We'll have Quick Hands, I think. So I'm just chopping away at this world. And I hope that I can find some big blue areas. Now notice that not everything in your gameplays can be seen, but you can see pockets of these blue things on the far edges. Don't see too much over to the right, so I'm going to have a little look over here. Of course, the more I traverse the map, the more area I see. So yes, regen is definitely something that I could do with. Now it comes up with these special warnings saying that there's people in trouble, but the downside of this is, because the map is different each time you play it, you are going to have to try and find these things quite quickly. I don't think it's detrimental if you don't get there in time, but obviously your score's going to go down. So we will have Shrapnel. Sounds good. certainly do with some more leveling up. Turrets. There's my turrets that we were talking about earlier on. That certainly did some damage. We'll have a force field. So that's certainly helping me while I'm digging up here. I can see a big lot of crystals here, but it's surrounded by a load of creatures. Let's see if I can... Whoa! And there's a chest. Let's have piercing bullets, I think. Oh, I've got no keys. So, another mechanic I found is that I'm going to have to find keys to get special objects. And keep trying to level up as best as I can here. Oh, and another heavy weapon we'll have. I've increased my regen. Nice thing about that treasure chest is I did see it come up with a little arrow telling me where it was so I can find it later on. That's going to be helpful. Got a very big rocky soundtrack. Not as rocky as in the fighter, but a heavy rock sort of heavy metal type ebb to it. Let's see. We want to pick up these blue crystals if we can, as fast as we can. Notice these bubbles as well seem to home in. Definitely quite a good weapon. There's a key. Right, now that we got the key and we know where we're going, we'll see if we can get there before I die. What's that give me? Pick up. Fire a salvo of uncontrolled rockets. Oh, alright. I wonder if that weapon lasts for a certain period of time. Doesn't seem to fire at all unless it's one of the bumpers. That's my turrets that I've just put down. Because I thought I'd need those. Because I was heading into an area that looked very much like it was gonna become quite crowded very quickly. Again, I'm finding lots of these blue crystals and some heavy creatures coming towards me. We'll have alpha, that sounds good. And you can see I can dig towards some more bigger areas. Oh, wow. Whoa, something firing at me. These are the events that I think I was talking about earlier on. Yes, and there's a big boss. Get out of the red areas as fast as I can. It's firing at me, it's firing big red areas. Whoa. I fired my rockets then at it, and I got it. Yes. We will have revenge. Well, so far I'm quite enjoying this. I think it's a slightly weird mechanic for swinging your melee weapon. I can't seem to fire it in the direction that I want to look. That might be the creature that I've chosen though. But I do like the Robotron aspect of it again. In the fact that I've got control. And picking up these crystals, instead of killing the creatures and letting them fall behind, having them buried in the rock, very bold and dashy, is a welcome addition. I really like that. And this light system is not too distracting. I think it looks really quite good as you go around these caves. Really quite like that. Now there's some little red things I can see at the corners of the screen that I'm going to head towards. Open that. Got a medallion. Goal, it says escape. Oh, right, okay. Whoa. Oh, I tried to dig my way, but couldn't do it, and that was the end of the game. But that looked like that was one heck of a big boss that I've somehow got to level up and kill. And that was very fun. So we'll go to the menu. I didn't get very far, number 669 in the global list. I lasted 7 minutes. Hit the menu, and it will take me back to the main screen. So what can I say about this game? Well, some interesting elements. Definitely some up on some of the other rogue type survivor games. I'm interested to know just how complex this goes. Maybe you can dig down, you can dig up. I'm very intrigued to find out what's going to happen next. This was on Steam. It came up on my list because of the type of games that I've been buying recently, but again it was only just above £3. As you can see in the bottom corner what version number this is at, it has not reached version 1 yet, so it is still early access. And to be quite honest, I really enjoyed that. I don't think it was too distracting with the graphics. They are again that pixel art type stuff, but I think that this is a recommendation. Yes, why not? Give it a go. For the price of a pint, I don't think you could really go too wrong with it. And with that, this random gameplay will come to an end. Things coming up, there will be some more of my gaming history. There will always be my blog, and if I find anything more interesting that I think is worth a random gameplay, I'll certainly bring it on. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and this is a recommendation from me. Bye bye.